Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, a podcast that's exclusively on YouTube KocoSports, where I also stream video games on Twitch and YouTube. Hopefully I'll get back to that. I just been really sick and really busy. I was there inside the Tokyo Dome, as always, for Wrestle Kingdom. And as always, we ask you the most important question: win, loss, tie. What did you think of Wrestle Kingdom? As far as me, I'm mostly going to give it a win. The stuff I didn't like, they slimmed up. Going into this year, I was like, oh, I can't wait for the next year to start, especially when it's come to a lot of these big events, and hopefully they'll be turning it around. Hopefully All Japan, New Japan, Noah, the island of Japan will turn it around. So we were going into this, a lot of fans were going into this going, man, I hope this, on paper, it looked like a solid show, and it delivered. It was a solid show. I don't think it has any, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega match of the year hype, but from top to bottom, it was pretty solid. The positives outweigh the negatives, and it will be interesting to see where New Japan goes from here under President Ace Tanahashi. So hopefully we'll get it. I'm giving it a win. Was it the best kingdom I've ever been at? No. Was it the worst? No. I know we live in a world of extremes where everything has to be the best of the worst. It was surprisingly good, surprisingly solid, and hopefully it can build up to something. There are groups that I was kind of hoping would be phased out, but it looks like they're not going to be phased out. So it's going to be interesting, and hopefully this turns it around, and overall, a solid win. Plus, it was nice, I live here, so even during, the lockdowns and the shutdowns and the no-fly zones, I was still there. And it was great to see the Dome pretty packed. It wasn't packed to the brim, but it was the most people that we've seen in a while. And it was weird because I was talking about a Japanese friend, and they said, oh, we have people here, but no fire, except for the Will Ospreay segment and the Naito segment. So it'll be interesting to see if they can build off this and see where they go. But as far as ending a pretty rough year, they ended it pretty strongly. As far as moving forward, it looks pretty good, and it was just a solid event, and I'm glad I went to it. I don't think there's any match of the year candidates, but overall, I give it a win. And yeah. All right, let's break this down little by little. I am reading the results off because I don't have the best memory. I'm reading the results off tpww.net. I also want to apologize for not doing a video in front of the Tokyo Dome like I always do. My batteries on my phone are dead. I have to get a new phone. My batteries are always dying, so expect a lot more live coverage in January. For New Year's resolution, I'm going to go to a lot more events, and I'm going to just cover it. I think pro wrestling is better live, and if you get a chance, please come to Japan and watch it for yourself. I saw a lot of new media people out there. I do find it funny that they're repeating stuff that I said 20 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, but it was just awesome. All around great. Pre-show, you got the New Japan Rambo match, which I'm a big fan of. You got to see some legends come back. You get to have some fun, and it's a reason to get in there early. I'm a big fan of the New Japan Rambo. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is that, you get another title. So it'll be the KOPW Championship. They'll be doing the Final Four at New Year's Dash. I felt like just finish it right there at Kingdom. Just finish it at Kingdom. New Year's Dash will have enough stuff. This four-way is not going to put anything over the top. But the Final Four is Great-O-Khan, Yano, and Ishimori. And that will be in a few hours of me recording this. The next event on the 5th. The entrants in order were Chase Owens, Great-O-Khan, Gabe Kidd, Alex Coughlin, Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, man. You should be so much better than you are. That right there made me sad. Like, a lot of times I was fist pumping in the air, like, yeah! And Jeff Cobb, I was like, Jeff Cobb in this match, the way he's been booked is beyond heartbreaking. Hopefully Jeff Cobb does something amazing this year. Hanare was there. Ishii was there. Ishii got a huge pop. Listen, if you are a New Japan wrestler and you want to know how to get over like Ishii, Naito, and when you go to these all-togethers, you get cheered, work for other companies. Ishii worked a show in Noah, and it got super popular. Naito will take free agent time periods and go to other companies, Suzuki, and then in Japan, working for other companies benefits your popularity. And Ishii was probably the most popular there, and he had a great match at 1-2 in Noah, too. Mikey Nichols, Shane Haste, Takahashi, Master Wato. He's kind of scary because I always say he has a lot of potential, or he's just going to become another Yoshihashi. So it's kind of interesting to see him in this match. Kanemaru, Sho. I miss Roppongi 3K with all my fucking heart. Like, this whole time, I was just like, fuck, dude. We can go back in time. Hayato shows up. Hopefully he'll be there permanently. He was wrestling in GLEAT, and people were kind of pumped up for him there. Ishii, Doki, Yano, and I always fuck up his name, but he's got the metal hand. Izuka. I was so happy to see him because so many of my Japanese friends fucking love him. I don't know why they love him, but they do. And just him being there brought us joy. And then there was Taichi. And like I said, the Final Four was Greto Kanyo, Yano, Ishimori. It was fun. I kind of wish they did the finals there and just fucking crowned one of the 78,000. I think Moxley in the post thing. I think it doesn't matter if you're WWE, AEW, New Japan, Noah. It doesn't matter what company you watch. They need way less titles. I think Moxley's like, I'm in an I-4 North Dakota. Like, it was so funny because Moxley made fun of it in a post-interview, and everyone I knew that was at the arena that day, even through instant messages, one of my friends got front row seats and didn't show up to, like, fucking, like, the 7th or 8th match. That's a baller move right there. Just like, yeah, front row seats. I'll show up at match 7 or 8. I don't know. I got to find out the story behind that. But I was like, well, you got front row seats? Hell, dude. I should have borrowed them until you got there. But yeah, overall, it's just fun. It's just a fun thing. I like to do New Japan Rambo, and I'm glad it's back. All right, so now we start off the tournament. I brought my writing pal, and he only goes to Kingdom, so he doesn't know. He's so confused why there's so many titles. He's just like, why is there so many titles? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. There's so many. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, Catch 22, Akira and TJP. TJP had a great mask on. It kind of looked like Bray Wyatt. I don't know if that was what he was going for, but it was scary. Defeat the Bullet Club War Dogs. This is a pretty decent match, and TJP, I've seen him wrestle in front of nobody in Florida, so to see him wrestle in front of nobody and then the Tokyo Dome, that's why you should support your local indies. Like, so many wrestlers that are on the main card, because I got to work indies and because I got to watch indies, I see a lot of people. Like TJP, I've seen him wrestle in front of like 10 people. Naito, he got to work for me, so I got that. I got to saw SANADA wrestle at is it Wrestle 1? I might be Wrestle 1. I could be Bryan Danielson. I was the first person ever to interview him. Let me go see who else. But yeah, you get to see some of these great fucking wrestlers, and then I feel like as a fan, there's more of a connection. You're like, oh my god, I seen this guy. Like, I've seen Shingo. A lot of people have seen Shingo in Dragon Gate, but yeah, see Shingo and Dragon Gate. So it's great. I just wish I could tell fans, because a lot of people only watch the big guys, or they only watch, WWE or one company or two companies or four companies. But go out to your local independents. I've seen the Golden Lovers when they first started, AJ Styles when they first started, Naito when he first started. And then you see these guys main event these big ass shows, and you're just like, damn, that feels good. That feels good as a fan. You're like, hell yeah. I saw TJP wrestle in front of 10 people in Florida, and now he wins a title. Was he defending the title or winning the title? Yeah, no, he won a title. He won the title at Wrestle Kingdom. It's just crazy. So support your local guys. It just makes being a fan a lot better. And that's why I'm going to start going to more and more live events. All right. President Tanahashi defeats Zack Sabre Jr. for the New Japan World Television Championship. I have a love-hate relationship with Zack Sabre Jr. Sometimes I think Zack Sabre Jr. is one of the greatest wrestlers on planet Earth. And sometimes I'm like, this guy's overhyped as fuck. I always thought him and his championship were a perfect match. You had to have 15-minute matches, so that means he had to actually hustle and grapple. It would also be good for Tanahashi. I just feel like Tanahashi becoming president and then winning a title is kind of like, all right. I don't know. I thought Zack Sabre Jr. did a great job. There's 800 million titles. This title's rules make sense with Tanahashi as champ because he's up there in age, or Zack Sabre Jr. because when you have a grappler such as him, if there's a time limit, he's not just going to sit there and rest. He's going to go to the next move, and it puts a little hustle behind that muscle where if you don't have the 15-minute time limit, they're like, oh, this armbar is not going to work. I'll stay in it for 20 fucking minutes. That's some white belt shit there, boys. What you got there, Zack Sabre Jr.? White belt shit? That's white belt shit. It's like, oh, that fucking armbar's not gonna work. Let's just fucking sit there. Fucking white belt. Fucking noob. Fucking no. You go to the next fucking goddamn submission. You fucking grapple. It's not lay and pray, you bitch. Sorry, dude. I get a little fucking out of hands. But yeah, I thought this title was perfect for Zack Sabre Jr. I like the gimmick. And I'm surprised that Tanahashi won. But who knows? Some people are like, maybe it was planned ahead of time. It's like, I don't know. And I'm hoping that Tanahashi has real power and can make the product better. And he's not just, hey, I'm here, guys. I'm the president. Ooh. So it'll be interesting. Naito did call him out and said that he wants to have Tanahashi have his last match. So that would be kind of interesting. I hope this is the future. I hope this is the Nakamura Okada. I hope this is Tanahashi Okada. I hope this is the fucking where we're going. Yuya defeats Yota Tsuji. Me personally, I'd rather have Yota Tsuji win because I think he is the future of this company. I think he could have been a savior as a Japanese quarterback in the Rice Bowl or for Kawasaki or one of the X teams. There's an American Football League here. He's covered everywhere in the media because of his looks and sports and entertainment, and he can go in the ring, and he's a big dude with great fucking look, size. He's the perfect fucking package here. Yuya is very popular, and I hope this is the future. I feel like the top guys are getting older, and the mid-card failed us. So Yuya and Yota, I want to see carry us. This is an 11-minute match. I was super excited. I was rooting for Yota Tsuji, but it's not like he lost to a fucking mid-card fucking bum. It's not like he lost to fucking... I don't know. I don't want to pick on people. I'll pick on them later. But it's not like he lost to someone in the mid-card. So yeah, I enjoyed this match tremendously. Next... Sadly, it looks like Ren Narita joining House of Torture. It means, oh, fuck, his career is over, and we're going to have to suffer through another House of Torture. Evil and Ren Narita defeating Kaito and Shoto means that... Let me just put my Noah hat on for a second. Cyberfight is either corrupt or the dumbest fucking people in the world. There's no other option. There is no other option. You're either corrupt or the dumbest person in the world. So Evil Ren Narita win. We're going to have to do another year of House of Torture, and that's one of the big check marks. The three big check marks for President Ace, if he actually really has power, is are they going to fire Geto? Are they going to get rid of House of Torture? Are they going to get rid of Finley's son? Those are the three things that, if you ask most Japanese fans, they want to fucking get rid of. They want to fucking get rid of. And I saw a couple Noah fans just fucking leave. I saw people throw Noah shit on the ground. There's no fucking point in being a Noah fan at this point at all. There isn't. And it just sucks. Ren's career is pretty much done. You know, Evil is going to be evil. He's not fucking going to be unemployed. Kaito Kiyomiya and Noah are a fucking joke, and Shota just gets lost in the fucking shuffle. This was probably the worst match and the worst results. And it was so funny because in our section we had one guy root for Evil, and everyone's just yelling at him. And when Evil returns later, everyone's yelling at him saying, "You fucking made this happen." Dude, Japanese fans are so much fucking fun. You gotta come watch live. You just gotta come watch live. The more you go, the more you'll just have more fucking fun. Like, yeah, they're like, fucking, what would Inoki think? This is the king of sports. It's fucking embarrassing. Evil comes back later. This is on you, you piece of shit. So, yeah, Noah's stupid. House of Torture's shit. And there you go. But yeah, it was pretty fucking god-awful. The good news is it's only 7 minutes. So here's the thing. It's scary because House of Torture, Ren Narito's career being ruined, Finley's kid, all of that fucking sucks major balls, but they're not giving him much time. So maybe they're going to fade out, but I don't know. I think Red Narita, it just sucks. Never Openweight Championship, Tama Tonga defeated Shingo. I thought this was maybe one of Tama Tonga's best match. So, yeah, I enjoyed this. I wish Shingo was treated better. I wish right now he would be towards the top of the card. I don't know why he's not. I think Shingo and Jeff Cobb should be a lot better, farther along than they were. I have shit on Tama Tonga before. I will shit on Tama Tonga again, but I like to keep it genuine. I'm not super positive, not super negative, just genuine. I was fucking impressed. I was impressed with Tama Tonga in this match, so congrats. I think Tama Tonga's leaving, too. I could be wrong. I think I read something on the internet. He might be going. Good time. Give him a championship. He's gone. Who knows? Maybe just keep the fucking title. Just go. Just keep it. Following the match, Nick Nemeth, former Dolph Ziggler, and Ryan Nemeth came out and sat ringside in commentary for the IWGP Tag Team and New Japan Strong Openweight title versus title match, which was kind of cool because we thought that would lead to the Nemeth brothers teaming up and working a tag team in the future. But no. Why would you give us something we want? Next, you have the IWGP Junior Tag Team and New Japan Strong Open Tag Team Championship title versus title match. Like I said, I was with people that only go to Kingdom. I was also messaging a bunch of people. No one knows why there's so many titles. Like, literally, for the casual fan, like, what? Why is there so many fucking titles? Do they have 8 titles down there? What the fuck is going on? If everyone is champion, no one is a champion. Yeah, fucking, where the fuck is Finley's son? Destroy some more titles, bitch. IWGP Tag Team Championship, Gorilla's Destiny defeated Bishamon. ELP is probably the most improved guy of the year. It's almost like some fucking idiot said, hey, stop making foreigners fucking stupid and wearing leather jackets and saying, I hate forks. And fucking just let them wrestle and be amazing. And it worked. The Gorilla Destinies defeat Bishamon. I don't know where Bishamon goes from here, but it was a 10-minute match. It was short. And now Hikuleo and El Phantasmo have title versus title. I thought this was a good match. And one of my friends said something that was clever, like, El Phantasmo was a bit sloppy, but he was also the only one doing shit. So it was kind of a weird situation. But I'm just happy that ELP is got out of the, I'm a gaijin, and I eat with a fork. I'm different, boomy. I'm so happy he got out of that. And want to see what Hikuleo could do in the future. I've been pretty rough on him, but he's tag team champs with ELP, and it'll be interesting. And then will Bishamon break up after one hell of a run? I don't know. And I thought this is where the Zigglers, the Nemeths, were going to come in. You know, I'd have been like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, we get to see Dolph Ziggler, we get to see Ryan Nemeth, and we get to see them in a tag team division. It'll be a division that really does need help. Oh, that's cool. Wait till the monster at the end of the story. Wait till the monster at the end of the story. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, El Desperado defeats Takahashi. LIJ's having a rough night. This was a pretty solid match. I don't think it's their best match. And a couple years ago, El Desperado stole the show at Wrestle Kingdom. So it was a good match. I just don't think it was their best match. It was a solid match. El Desperado does win the Junior Heavyweight Championship, but if you kind of live in Japan, you kind of knew El Desperado was going to win. He's like everywhere being advertised. And I wish I didn't pay attention to shit, or I wish New Japan like promoted all their athletes. It's like El Desperado. Let me see. Do I even have the bag? Shit. But basically, El Desperado is on all the ads for an alcoholic beverage. And it's like, oh, so El Desperado is going to win. But I'm maybe just overthinking. But it was a solid match. Next, you have two great wrestlers in Finley's son. You got the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. A lot of people in Japan edited out David Finley, folded the posters so that David Finley wouldn't be there. They got Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. Will Ospreay, dude, everyone cheering for him. We could have had something so much better. Ospreay was fucking amazing with thousands of people going fucking crazy. I just was fucking completely happy about it. It was Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley, or Will Ospreay and Naito, or Will Ospreay and anything but this match. It was pretty bad. David Finley wins because ghetto will ghetto. And then following the match, no one wanted this. It was dead as can be. And following the match, like, as a booker, as a creator, the best part about pro wrestling is you can feel it. You can feel when it works. You can feel when it doesn't work. And I feel like a lot of people don't do this. Like, the best promoters and bookers, they should be sitting in the crowd. They shouldn't be telling people they're a promoter and a booker. You know how much honest feedback you get from fans if you just say you're not the promoter and booker? You know how much you can just feel it. Like, it's hard to describe, but you go to a wrestling event and you can feel it worked or it didn't work. It's just like a spidey tingle. And from Ospreay to it's just like, you gotta fucking know. You gotta know when to disappoint fans, when not to disappoint fans. Hopefully David Finley will wrestle. Hopefully. He probably won't. And then after the match, the biggest fucking letdown ever. Finley walked up to the Nemeths and they taunted him. And then Dolph Ziggler and Finley's son beat the shit out of each other. And, yeah, the crowd was fucking dead for it. And then later, Ziggler's like, well, there's no fucking pop, I imagine. So he told security to run down and be like, I'm going to attack him again. And no one fucking cared. My section was saying, Gomenasai, Ziggler, which was fucking pretty funny. You should have stayed in WWE. If you're going to feud with David Finley, you might as well not have come at all. Now, who knows? Maybe he'll be the new Bullet Club leader. Maybe fucking David Finley won't bring down his fucking stupid bullshit and actually wrestle. I don't know. I just feel like this is a waste of fucking money. Like, it was like, oh, fuck yeah, Dolph Ziggler, New Japan, dreams do come true. This is oh my God, he's going against David Finley. I'm sorry, man. You should have just stayed in WWE. Because being a nobody in WWE is a hell of a lot better than fucking wrestling David Finley. That's it. Good luck winning the fucking IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. When Will Ospreay and Moxley were in the ring one-on-one, it was great. When Finley showed up, he was Finley. That was it. Like, yay. So, that was one of the falls. Next, you got Okada versus Bryan Danielson. And then, whoop, look at this, boys. Got a little merch. I should probably open these up. I don't know how bad that sounds on the mic. But we got it. Well, that's kind of cool. I just opened it up. I didn't even know that. I love when the shirts have it on the back, too. Revenge. Revenge. That was so funny because like the entrance was kind of weird for Okada, and then he got scanned. And there's Japanese rumors that Okada mailed it in on purpose to get the president fired. So we were fucking joking that they scanned Roger Dorn out. I don't know if it's going to be an NFT or a video game thing or I don't know what the hell. But in our pretend world, they were just scanning out Roger Dorn. Both these guys were beloved by the crowd. The yes chant was pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I think people wanted Okada to win and get revenge. It was a lot of technical match, but there was like a really good story to it. So, overall, I thought it was pretty goddamn good. It was probably one of Okada's better matches. I feel like the one in AEW was better, but I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. But yeah, and after the match, Okada and Danielson bowed to showing each other the respect that they had for each other. And I thought it was pretty cool. And it was weird being at the Tokyo Dome or at a New Japan live show, hearing Okada's music hit and not think. Like, you saw people literally packing shit. And like, oh yeah. Like, it's weird if you go to a lot of New Japan events and you go live and you hear Okada's music, that means it's time to go home. It's like, all right, big guy fucking won. Let's head on home. It was a weird fucking vibe. And I joke because like there was a lot of new people there, which is amazing. But I joked that the people that reached for their bag are the ones that have been going for a long time. It was so weird hearing Okada's music and not leave the fucking building. It was just fucking a weird situation. It was like, all right, I guess we got one more match. All right. You got the championship match. There we go. A little merch drop here, boys. All right. Naito and SANADA. There you go. I feel bad. Well, let's talk about the good. Naito was insanely over. He's always insanely over, but it was so great to see it on fire. Like, if you wanted to go off popularity, it would be Will Ospreay and Naito. If you wanted to go in-ring ability, maybe Will Ospreay. I don't know. Who would Will Ospreay go against? That's tough. That's a tough one. I guess that would be my question for you. Because I feel like if you wanted to go off popularity, you'd go Will Ospreay versus Naito. But if you wanted in-ring ability, who would you guys go with? Will Ospreay and who? Would it be Will Ospreay and Moxley? Will Ospreay and Daniel Bryan? Will Ospreay and Okada? Who would you think? Because we were saying that like if you wanted popularity, Will Ospreay should have been champ. Who said that? Thank you. And Naito should have been challenger. That would have fucking blew up the Tokyo Dome. The Tokyo Dome would have went fucking insane. SANADA goes out there. Dude, he went from the hottest fucking crowd I've seen in the Tokyo Dome in a couple years to fucking dead silence. They're like, all right. And there's SANADA. He regrets leaving LIJ. The match is pretty solid. Naito is a bit older, a bit beat up, and SANADA did some great athletic things. But overall, Naito wins. Destino, people go absolutely fucking insane. And it was just a feel-good moment. I don't know where the championship goes from here. I don't know where New Japan goes from here. But they put on a solid Wrestle Kingdom. Following the match, Naito was presented with the IWGP World title before he could go do a post-match LIJ roll call. Dick Togo and Evil ran out. Dude, I didn't love this. It's like, it sucks because Dick Togo and Evil, that's almost like they're guaranteed to have a job and they shouldn't. It's the king of sports. But Dick Togo and Evil came out, and there was one guy that rooted for Evil in our section. Everyone turned to him and be like, this is your fault. This is your fault. Like, the one guy's like, what? I just wanted to be a dick. I didn't fucking know, man. I didn't know my consequences of being a dick. But yeah, Dick Togo and Evil run out, and it's just like, for the love of fucking Christ, it was bad. Evil grabbed the microphone, holding it out, saying that he will not let Naito have a roll call moment. Before Evil could attack Naito again, Sanada attacked Evil and Togo, both guys in the ring. Not a respect to Naito leaving the ring. So, this did get a pop. I just wish fucking it was better. And then it got really exciting. And it's like, I wish they fucking read the room. Like, all right, so it went from super hot to, oh, this is stupid, to good for Sonata. Dude, the roof would have fucking blown up if they both did the LIJ thing. Fuck just 5 guys. If Sanada rejoined LIJ and 5 guys was just bleeded and went somewhere else, give them the House of Torture. Who gives a shit? They're not real. I think they would have fucking lost it. Naito grabbed the mic, thanked Sanada, and it was really good because no one gave a fuck about Sanada all year, maybe his whole fucking life, poor bastard. And then when Naito gave him respect, the crowd went crazy cheering for him, and Sanada got emotional, and it was kind of good. I think Sanada, his whole career had potential, and he didn't live up to the potential, but he also had a lot of potholes. If I was going to make a documentary, I'd love to make a documentary on Sanada, because he was given everything and had all potential and failed, but the failures weren't always his fault. Like, Sonata's title run ended. No one gave a fuck as soon as he went up against Evil. When Sanada went against Yota, sorry, fucking stuttering here. I just want to make sure I get his name right. Sometimes I have a lot of concussion, so I apologize. Sometimes it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Yota Tsuji, he was so fucking over. He should have. Sonata's fucking, he's main event status, mid-card status. We can debate that. But he's athletic. And if you just put him against athletic people, he wouldn't have been the fucking shittiest champ of all time. Plus, I stole the title fucking thing never works. If you're not FIP, if you're not Sal, and you're not CM Punk, and you only did it in the fucking early 2000s once, then fuck you. Stealing a title is stupid. Okay? FIP, Sal, CM Punk, one time in the 2000s. Good job. Tip my hat to you. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Every other time, I stole the title. So, when people are like, why does it matter? Why do you hate Evil? Evil's a big chapter of Sonata's failure. It's almost like what happens during this fantasy show and wrestling competition matters. I don't understand it. Some people's ways of thinking. For what he did, he gave a long-awaited LIJ roll call, shouting out each member of the group, finishing with his own name. That was amazing. People were pumped up, and we were just like, dude, Sanada, just go back. Just go back. No, those 5 guys. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, if Sanada fucking rocked it, and he added him during an LIJ roll call, holy fuck, dude. That would have been a fucking pro wrestling orgasm. Like, so, congratulations to Naito. I could say I'm one of the few Americans that booked him. Not many Americans have booked Naito, so I feel kind of good. And I got to see Sanada when he was a rookie, so I felt kind of good. I felt kind of old and kind of good at the same time. But yeah, where they go from here is interesting. Hopefully they phase out House of Torture. Hopefully they phase out Finley's son. It doesn't look like it's going to. So here's the thing. If you only watch, and I was talking this with my friends, if you only watch Wrestle Kingdom, they're annoying for, what, maybe, let's see, 3 minutes here. How long was that match? 7 minutes there, so we'll say 10. And where's the stupid 22? So about a half hour, these bags of shit's ruined of Wrestle Kingdom, and plus you can maybe knock a couple minutes off because Finley wasn't always in a ring. So we'll say 20 minutes of a show were ruined. And you know what? That don't sound too bad. But they're coming back to Cork in later this month. Is Daniel Bryan going to be there? No. And then they're going to be in all the tournaments. And Ghetto isn't clever enough to change his booking during the tournaments. So it's one of those things. I feel the more you watch New Japan, the more you're justified in saying this is bullshit. Same thing with WWE fans. If you're like, I hate Roman Reigns always winning, but I only watch the pay-per-views, my complaint is nowhere near as loud as your complaint. But people are like, oh, House of Torture is not that bad. This ain't that bad. This ain't that bad. Do you watch every fucking show? Do you know how painful it is to watch the fucking tag league with these idiots? How painful it is to watch every fucking match at a G1 with these fucking idiots? Just, the company would be in a better spot if they got rid of them. And we were kind of hoping with President Ace that would happen. So, Tanahashi might just be a fake fucking president. We're here. Okay, cool. Here's the 3 complaints. Is Ghetto still going to be there? Yep. House of Torture still going to be there? Yep. Is fucking Finley's son still going to be an idiot? Yep. Then why? Why do we need you, Tanahashi? You're just a fucking suit. You're just a fucking suit. You're not even a fucking... I don't know. It's fucking depressing. And some people are like, oh, it's not that bad a deal. Oh, I want to see you at fucking World Tag League. I want to see you in the G1. I want to see you. You know, it's like... the Super Junior Tag League. It's all right. Because the King of Sports does not work if there's not great athletes. That's why AEW's tournament, what it was, a Continental Collision 17. I'm not really sure what they called it. The E1. That's why it was a million times better tournament. There was no fucking stupidity. If you're going to book these fucking tournaments, book them the right fucking way. Overall, I give it a win, and I am scared of the future. I thought the past was rough. I'm scared of where they're going in the future. But for one night and one night only, they put on a solid fucking show. And I give them a win for that. All right, win, loss, or tie. What did you think? Put it down in the comments. I am KocoSports everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and the whole 9 yards. Hopefully I can start feeling healthy. There's something going on in Tokyo where everyone's not feeling so well. So hopefully you're feeling great. Hopefully you had a great new year. I'll do a review 1.5. We'll be into a podcast, and we'll get back to streaming and a bunch of other stuff. I plan on going to a lot more live events this year. That's my goal. I think Pro Wrestling Live is better. Plus, at least you can fucking laugh together. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a good time together. With that, I am over. Hey. Bum, bum, bum.